Hey friends, how are you doing today? It's me, Kayla, and I am so excited that you clicked on this video to visit with me today. I am, it's Wednesday, and so I thought I would do a um, video on what you're working on Wednesday, and you can tell me in the comments what you're working on, and I will show you what I'm working on today. So I went to get a project and I got my project out in the book with the pattern and all that kind of stuff that I was going to work on today, and I just wasn't feeling it. You ever have those days where you're just not feeling a certain project? This project is a stuffy, and it's easy to make stuffy, so it's not complicated or anything, but I do need to follow the pattern in the book, and I just wasn't feeling it. I just did not want to read a pattern. I just wanted to crochet, and so I put that away and I pulled out this blanket that I'm working on. I didn't pull it out, it was already there. It was already there because I work on this, and it's getting pretty long. Let's see if I can show you. It's getting pretty long, so I'm glad that it's growing. So I just wanted to crochet today. I just didn't feel like reading a pattern or trying to figure stuff out. I just, wasn't feeling it at all. And I'm doing this just straight straight double crochets. So, as I say all the time, double crochets are very relaxing to me. So I just felt like working on this today and not sitting there reading a pattern. Now, that's not to say later on tonight I might pull out that book and work on that pattern some. Basically, I've got to make the snout for the dog and the legs and arms. So I might pull that out and do that. The legs and arms will be easy. I started the snout one day and I just wasn't paying attention and I kept doing it wrong. I wasn't reading the pattern correctly because, my mind was 1,000 different places. And so I got aggravated with it and put it in the drawer. And so I need to pull it back out and do that. I need to have a clear mind and sit and read that snout. So anyway, it's not hard. It's just you got to read the directions, right? So I thought I'd work on this blanket, and I only have this much left. And after this, I think I'm going to add some white and then some gray. I've done that in a couple of different places. Here I added white, gray, and I added this white in. So on this other end, I have the gray that I added to that cake. This is a big carrot cake that, I've been showing. I was looking to see if I had a tag for it. Yeah, it's the big carrot cake right here in the colorway Jordan Almond. And so I added this gray in to try to lengthen the blanket some. And then in between the two cakes, I added that gray. And then the cake was starting with blue again, and I just had all this blue here. I added that gray, so I didn't want to just start it back with blue again, so I added that white, and I cut the cake down to start with the yellow. It's the only time I really color control. I don't normally color control, but I just didn't want it to go straight back to blue. And so then I had all that blue, and then the white again, yellow, and now it's back to blue. So after the blue, I think I'm going to do some white and then some gray. And it will be done. And I will, then I got to figure out a border. I've been thinking about that. I'm not good with doing a border just like this. Like, I know that a double crochet would basically equal 2 stitches. So if I come through with a single crochet border to prepare for another border or whatever, like I see a hole here, that's one double crochet, so it'd be 2 stitches in that double crochet. The next double crochet, I don't see 2 holes. This one I see 2 holes. The next double crochet row, I don't see 2 holes. Maybe I do in that one. I don't know. It's just, that can be tricky, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for a border. This blanket's for a, you know, a baby boy, so I don't want to do anything too fancy, too girly or whatever. I was thinking I would do like a single crochet border and then come back and do excuse me, another, you know, round or 2 of just single crochet. But now I don't really know. I have no idea. I'll know, figure it out when I get there, I guess. But I'm open to suggestions for easy, quick border, because I've got a whole other blanket to make. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. Oh, I was gonna see how big my blanket is. Okay, so I've got the yardstick, so I'm gonna lay this out without stretching it out. And if anybody's wondering, I am using my J hook for this blanket. I like using that's my 6mm hooks for this, for blankets, for just about all blankets that I do. Okay, so it's so it's 40 inches wide. So that's pretty good. And this is for a practically a baby. He's 2. He'll be 3 this summer. But I wanted the blanket big so he can grow with the blanket, you know, and not outgrow it so quickly. So I'm going to turn it. I'm going to turn it and see how long it is so far. Okay. So far it's 44 long. So 40 wide and 44 long. So, I don't know how much longer it needs to be than it is wider. I was just going to go by eyeing it instead of measurements. But I'll add this in and probably some white and gray. We'll see how it goes. So yesterday we had storms like crazy. I woke up, well, before I even went to bed during the night, it started raining, but then it started storming so bad. It stormed here all day long. Just the thunder and just the rain. Oh my gosh, the rain. My yard looked like a lake. Looking out the door, I was just like, oh gosh, it's Lake Miller again. But I put up 2 videos yesterday, and I don't know, YouTube did something kind of weird, and so I don't know if the videos were actually like shared, because it just did something really weird. So I'm going to tell you what videos I did put up yesterday. In case you missed those, you might could go and find them. I put up this video about this little bonnet baby made by Ravelry at Valerie's Cuddly Crochet. So if you go and check out, you know, go to my channel and click on videos across the top, you'll see this video, and it shows and tells all the details about this Flip It baby. And so that was one of the videos I put out. And then the other video I put out was the tutorial to make this cup. Remember, I had made one for a friend of Elijah's birthday last week, and so she loved it. He took it to her when he was at the party. He gave her what he was giving her, and then he gave her my gift and said, you know, my mom made this for you for your birthday. And he says she loved it. She went on and on about it. So anyway, I haven't been back to Michael's to actually see her, but I'll probably run into her one day soon. So I did put up a tutorial, start to finish, step by step. I tried to make it as easy as possible to follow along, you know, tried to give detail for the video and everything, you know. I tried to make it like beginner friendly so that, you know, anyone who's starting out to crochet could follow that along. And then anyone who, you know, is an old pro at crochet could speed the video up or whatever they need to do, you know. But anyway, I love the way this turned out, and I'm putting my pins and my excuse me, my stick pins and my needles, my tapestry needles, and you know, all my big-eyed needles is what I'm talking about. I'm sticking them in the top in the coffee, and I have that having it at my desk. And that way I can, when I'm crocheting and working on, you know, things, I have all my needles there. And if I'm putting parts together, I like to stick pin my parts on and, you know, make sure I got them at the right exact place that I like it and everything. And so I just like having all that stuff easily reachable and stuff. So I thought this would be great for that. So anyway, there is a tutorial on this. You can, it's the video before this. So you can easily find that video if you're interested in making that, or sharing that video with someone who you think might be interested in making it. I'd appreciate that very much. Anyway, I wanted to tell y'all, thank y'all so much for the cards. Let me grab them. The cards that are coming in for my mother. Y'all are just blowing me away. Like, I cry every day when the mail comes. Seriously, I haven't checked the mail today. I don't ever check the mail. Elijah will come check the mail for me later. And when he brings the mail in, I just cry every day. And he's like, why are you crying now? But I appreciate the cards y'all are sending for my mother's birthday so very much. Like, that just tickles me, and I'm just amazed. Like, I'm blown away. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link the video below. I'll leave several links in the description box below. My mom's birthday is April the 13th, and so my birthday's a little bit before that. And so for my birthday, I was asking my YouTube friends if you would send my mother a birthday card. You know, I'm not asking you to send me a birthday card. I'm asking you to send my mother a birthday card, because she is just, you know, going through so much. There's just so much in my family going on, and my father's health is like up and down, and who knows what's even going on today, you know. Some doctors have hope, some doctors don't have hope. They tell you, you know, the most horrible things, and then some, you know, are like, you know, are hopeful or whatever. And so we're hopeful. Don't get me wrong, we are hopeful, and we have faith, and we are praying and believing, you know, that if it's God's will, He can heal him, and he, you know, will be able to get out of the hospital, get out of ICU at least. But, you know, we're just praying. If it's God's will, He can heal him. You know, we don't know the big picture. We don't know God's will or His plan or whatever, you know. But anyway, we're praying and we're believing and having faith. And I know all of you are praying along with me, and I appreciate that so much. That's so touching, just to know that, I mean, y'all are all over the world, and y'all are praying for my dad. That is just amazing. Anyway, back to the cards. So I'm doing this like birthday card shower for my mom. So I had asked, if y'all would send the birthday card for my mom, just to do something for her birthday. It's her 75th birthday. I've asked family members if we can get together and have something for her birthday / Easter, and no one's interested in doing that. So I'm doing something on my own, and I thought I would, if I could collect up birthday cards for her, then I'm going to present her with the cards and show her the cards and read them to her and show her the cards and everything. And I will make a video doing that, and so I just can't wait to do it. I'm so excited about that because she is going to be like blown away. She's not going to believe. And so I want to tell her like where the card is from, like what state, country, or whatever the card is from, and then read it to her. And I just think that will be a fun day. It'll give her something to, get her mind off everything else, and it'll lift her spirits. We'll have a good day. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about these cards coming in. And like I said, I'm going to link the video below where the original video where I'm asking for those cards. And I'll also put the address if you want to send a card. It'll be in the description box below. Her name is Joyce, and I'm just putting Joyce and my address, and it will get to me. Like, that's what most of these cards say. Some people, we'll cover up this address, but I'll show you. Like, you can just put Joyce and the address, and it'll get here. Some people did put Joyce care of LlamaMamaKayla or Kayla Miller or whatever, that's fine too, just whatever you're comfortable with. But Joyce and the address is sufficient enough. So I will leave that in the description box below. And yeah, I appreciate y'all taking the time to send a card. And if you're not able to, no worries, no stress, or no pressure whatsoever. Say a prayer for her instead. That is just as important, okay? Prayers are just as important as sending a card. So what are you guys working on today, this Wednesday? Like I said, I'm working on this blanket. Probably tonight I'll work on that purple dog again. I need to be in the mindset to focus on it. But I hope to finish up this blanket and start the next one. My thoughts are I want to finish these blankets and some stuff for my oldest niece, who is soon be 15. My thoughts are I wanted to finish these all up by Easter. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm already under a lot of pressure and stress, and then I put the stress on myself here, saying that these are going to be done by Easter. I do that all the time. I put deadlines on myself that are unrealistic, right? To complete several blankets in like a couple weeks time. Yeah, I do that to myself all the time, and then I get frustrated with myself because I didn't keep the unrealistic goal. But I don't know, I'm gonna do what I can do. If I don't finish excuse me, if I don't finish those blankets by Easter, no problem. I have the stuffies that I've done for them, and that's great. I'll give them those. I have finished all except for the purple dog, and I do have a crochet bag that I'm going to give the 15-year-old for Easter. And then I was just doing these blankets as extra, I don't know, but like I said, I may or may not have these finished by Easter. I'm really just not going to stress over it. I realized that was unrealistic. I had a moment of clarity. I like it when I become lucid every now and then, and I'm like, you know, that's crazy. Why was I thinking I was like Superwoman or something? Anyway, my youngest son, Elijah, he's 22. He called me just a little bit ago and said when he gets off work, he's going to come pick me up and we're going to town. So I'm looking forward to that, just spending a little time with him. When we go out together, we just act crazy together. And he's like, oh my gosh, like I love to embarrass him and just act crazy. So one day last week, we went somewhere and one of his friends came and joined us for lunch. And I was just my normal crazy self, you know. And later she told Elijah that I really like your mom. Like, no telling what Elijah's told her about me beforehand. But anyway, so Elijah said, her name is Jordan, and she's just a friend. And he, you know, told me later after we had left from eating lunch with her, and he said, Jordan said, I really like your mom. So anyway, so I want to go get a couple of things to help organize my yarn room. That was one of my goals for March. It hasn't happened. But we still have about a week, right? I still have a few days. I've, you know, got my desk cleaned off, which that is a repeat. I clean my desk off, and within hours I can have it pile back up with yarn, right? So I'm trying to get better with that, like putting a project away and putting yarn away when I finish a project instead of letting it lay there and getting out more yarn. I know y'all don't have that problem, do you? Y'all are probably on the ball and keeping your yarn put up. So my video got cut off, but I'm back. As I was saying, I'm trying to get better at keeping my desk part cleared off, and so I need to get a couple of things to help me organize my yarn room. It's craft room. It's a lot of things room. So anyway, when we go uptown here in a little bit, I possibly pick up a couple of things to help me get that get a little better organized in there. So that's my plans for today. Work on this, go to town with Elijah, and try to work on that purple puppy later tonight. But anyway, guys, I hope you are having a great day no matter what you're doing. I hope you do something that you enjoy, that brings you pleasure and happiness. And so I will see you all again soon. Be safe, and I hope you're having good weather. I know the storms that we had yesterday were going going east, east and northeast. And so you may be having the weather that I had yesterday. And if you are, I'm sorry. And I hope that you stay safe. Well, bye, friends, and I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Bye, friends.